The future is startup innovations and agility, says Jayesh Ranjan IAS. So Knowledge Hub Startup Incubation Center inaugurated at MJCET. With hundreds of startups riding the wave of innovation in Telangana, innovative entrepreneurs can create a large number of jobs in the future, said Principal Secretary of the Industries and Commerce and Information Technology to Telangana Government Mr. Jayesh Ranjan IAS. Speaking after inaugurating SU Knowledge Hub, a state-of-the-art incubation center at Muffakham College of Engineering and Technology, Mr. Ranjan said this is the future. Without startups and their innovation, we would be left behind. There is an element of competition in the startup world. Speed and agility in the face of competition are important. Both Hyderabad city and the Telangana state have facilitated a conducive environment for innovations and will continue to support innovative ideas, he added, while expressing confidence that the SU Knowledge Hub will become a model center for private institutions. The 1992 batch IAS officer said government's own ability to create jobs is limited. Startups and entrepreneurial minds can boost employment opportunities. At some point in time, you can only admit a certain number of students or create a certain number of jobs, he said. Speaking about global trends, he said, we are in the middle of a recession. It's no fun anymore to join a coveted company. The age group of students interested in setting up their own businesses is increasing year by year. More and more younger students are founding startups building upon their innovations right out of college, he remarked. He lauded the Sultan Ululum Education Society for setting up the incubation center and termed it a brilliant role model for other colleges and institutions. The type of vibrancy, the atmosphere, and the designs that have been created at the SU Knowledge Hub are inspiring and create a positive thought system for entrepreneurs, he said. He called upon students to take advantage of the state's incubation center T-Hub. In Hyderabad, many companies are doing amazing industrialization. The world's best industrial IoT company Schneider, which secured the top spot at World Economic Forum Davos, is right here in Hyderabad, he expressed, calling upon students to visit innovative organizations and invited them to work closely with the government. Sultan Ululum Education Society Secretary Mr. Zafar Javeed termed the moment an important milestone in the history of MJCET and other constituent institutions. 40% of the students in the hub would be outsiders and from various campuses. The SU Knowledge Hub will be open to supporting the ideas and entrepreneurial minds of students from other colleges as well, he said, while thanking both the state and central governments for facilitating a healthy environment for startups. The SU Knowledge Hub is an incubation center to support thousands of enthusiastic students realize their innovative startup ideas. Students from engineering, pharmacy, and other disciplines will have full access to these centers and the meticulous guidance of experienced mentors, said Society Secretary Mr. Zafar Javeed. Speaking on the occasion, CEO of SU Knowledge Hub and fellow Telangana Innovation Center Miraj Fahim pledged to make the SU Hub the most happening innovation hub in Telangana. He said believing in the power of ideas, believing in students who can push the student race forward is important and facilitates their innovations to the society, state, and the country. SU's chairman Mohammad Waliullah, MJCET Director Dr. Bashir Ahmed, J. Dr. Anupma Koneru, Ahmad Javeed, faculty, and students from different disciplines were also present on this occasion. Mr. Nisar Ahmed proposed the vote of thanks. Akai News India.
We have, sir, tried to walk in tandem with emerging technologies, and this very year, in the last 4-5 months, we've established the Department of Drone in the college, and We have also gone solar, sir. We've completed the first phase of producing solar energy, and most of the engineering college is, we produce the energy. And I think within a year, the board has decided that we would entirely have our own solar energy production on the campus itself. And now we have the SU Knowledge Hub. We have also kept one big door open for outsiders, because we just don't want to restrict the work being done here to Sultanlum or its constituent institutions, because we need young minds to be working along with our students. And 40% of the students in our hub would be outsiders and from various campuses, and anybody who wants to use our facility and has ideas, we are always there to support them, sir. So I think our campus, students of our campus, and with a good mix of students from other campuses, we hope and intend that very soon we should be achieving our goals. And the Government of India and the state government, we are very fortunate that both of them have laid extra emphasis on startups, incubation centers. It's Startup India is a very popular program of the Government of India, although it might not have worked the way we expected it to. But with all these incubation centers coming up, and Jayesh ji being at the helm of affairs in information technology, and he would be guiding us, presuming that he would be guiding us from time to time, and with his guidance and support, we are very, very confident that SU Knowledge Hub would emerge as a major center for incubation, at least in Telangana to start with. And we have a very, sir, on our campus alone, we have 112 PhDs in various faculties. So with this very important input and the young minds who are here and the guidance, we are very sure that the hub has a very bright future in the years and in the times to come. Thank you so much, sir, for having me.
Let me begin by congratulating the institution for starting this very important initiative. In fact, this is the future, and if we had not done this, we would have been 100% left behind. I can tell a few very important things to you. I am on the board of another very important and a very prominent engineering college in Hyderabad, which is called IT. I am on their board for almost 8 years. Whoever is the IT secretary of the state is given a chance to be on that board. So I am on the board for 8 years. Roughly around this time, January, February, when the board meeting happens, the director of the institution, he tells us about the placement performance. And I am noticing this year after year after year, despite pandemic, despite COVID, the placement performance has been phenomenal. Every year the director tells us about the number of students who got placed, the number of students who got international jobs, the highest salary, the average salary, and each year the numbers are better than the previous years. It is very impressive. But every time in the board meeting, I ask one question, and the question that I ask is that how many of your students chose not to participate in the placement? Despite so much of salaries and international companies recruiting, are there students who are refusing to join that placement? And the director shares that number. He has that number. He does not directly tell, but when you ask for that number, he tells that number. So if you examine who are these students who are not joining the placement, who are opting out of placement. So typically you see 3 categories of students. One category are students, see, as you would know, many students from Hyderabad go to the US or go abroad, they want to continue studying, or they do this After engineering, there's a shift to MBA and things like that. So one group of students is that they're still studying either abroad or in some MBA institution. And that number by and large is constant. Year after year, roughly the same percentage is in this category. A small percentage of students are those who want to appear for the civil services exams, who want to write the IAS exam or the state civil services exam, and there is a small decline in this number. But there is a third category whose numbers have gone up like anything. Earlier, I remember in 2014, 2015, when I was in the board first, these numbers were very small, hardly in double digits, but these numbers have gone enormously high. And these are students who have